I just started the video and you just said that.
Did you really?
Yeah. Hey guys, Chris here, and from that unprecedented set of events there from my boy Richard here. We're gonna talk some MLB DFS. I don't know much, but I wanted to do a video, and Richard knows just about everything here, so the spotlight will be on him today. And we'll just kind of talk. So we have a lineup here that we made. So we'll just get right into the lineup because I think we're gonna need every bit of time that I get on the screen recorder because I'm too cheap to buy the premium. So let's get this going. So
All right.
at pitcher, I like Corey Kluber because you're telling me that he's pretty good and the Rockets suck. So using that mindset, I kind of see Corey Kluber as DeMarcus Cousins and the in Houston as the Knicks.
Yeah, basically it's he's pitching against the Astros, and last year the Astros were like the team you always wanted to stack aces against them because you're guaranteed to get like double digit strikeouts. Um, Kluber's Kluber's actually like a really good ace. He broke free last season, and a lot of his highest scoring games he had double digit points, and he usually goes deep into ball games too. So like he can easily get the win, which is another 4 points.
Okay, so Kluber's solid. So that's who I'm going with. Who's the best option though?
I think Kluber's a really good option, and he actually might be one of the best options of the day. But of course, you got to go Clayton Kershaw against the Padres. He has a really good track record against them. The team has changed a lot this year, but I still think Kershaw's going to shut him down. Um, Another good option would be, let's see, another good option would be Felix Hernandez. He statistically owns the Angels. It might be a higher scoring game because it's American League, and usually there's like a lot of hits and stuff. But he's another guy who can just pitch lights out and then get double digit strikeouts.
Okay, all right, sweet. Who would be like a mid-tier option? I guess you would say that would be decent.
Mid tier, I would say I have two guys. I'd say Tanaka for the Yankees.
Your boy
His spring
Tanaka.
training, yeah, his training has just been okay. But like last year at the beginning of the season, he was like super lights out, and like no one can hit him. He struck out so much. And then another one would be Sonny Gray for Oakland A's because he's actually a really good pitcher. And then again, the Rangers were another horribly offensive team last season, and Gray has looked really good this postseason or this sorry spring training.
Oh,
And then
okay.
when he faced the Rangers in spring training, he actually put up 18 points, which is really good for
Oh,
someone
I
who's only
just I
94.
just saw that right here. It's 18 points. Damn.
And that's actually really good for someone who's 94. That's almost like elite status.
Okay. So, so he's not a bad option either.
Yeah.
Okay, what if you're feeling really cheap, like 7K?
If you want to go cheap, I got someone who's 7,500. It's Kyle Loesch. He's facing again the horrible offense last year, which was the Rockies. But one thing I may warn you about is that they're fully healthy, so they have their sluggers back. Um, but he usually goes deep into ball games. He doesn't strike out a lot, which again that's points taken away. But he can get the win here if the Rockies like are still struggling. But I don't know, their team's fully healthy now.
So your boy Kyle Lausch here.
Yeah, Kyle Lausch. But
Okay.
his only downfall is though he can actually go some games with only striking out two people, which is horrible.
All right. All right. So catcher, I almost called this center, but catcher, I have Carlos Ruiz. You kind of just told me that he has a good matchup, and he's sort of a punt at 2,500. So I always like that. So
Yeah.
who would be the best option though?
All right, I got two good options. I like Buster Posey, but not just because I'm a Giants fan. Because against Josh Colmenter, who's actually a reliever who they turn starting pitcher, which you always like to see because usually some guys can't handle it. So Josh Colmenter usually gives up a lot of runs, and Buster Posey is 11 of 18, which is 611 batting average, which is insane good, and 3 home runs. So when you hit 3 home runs and 18 at bats, you want to try and start that person.
Okay, who'd be the second best though?
And then second best would be Jonathan Lucroy. He's also batting in the power position for the Brewers. And against that pitcher, he is 6 of 12 for 500 batting average. So that means uh, half the times he's faced him, got a hit off of him. So I like Lucroy too, and he's had a really good spring training.
Okay, so this Luke Roy guy. Okay, so obviously I have Carlos Ruiz here. So what's the thought behind him?
Ruiz, he's actually pretty good. He's batting second, which means he's going to get like if he gets base hits, he's going to get a lot of runs scored. Um, yeah, and he's playing Boston, who is playing Buckholz, who was up and down last season. So I can see Ruiz having a pretty solid game. And then if you know Boston, you know that their park is super hitter friendly. Like if you hit a fly ball into left field, it's going to be like off the wall. It's a double right there.
Okay. So we like Carlos Ruiz. All right. So is there a bargain catcher besides Ruiz that we could get at
If you,
2.2K? Is there anybody there?
yeah, 2.2 is actually the minimum, and you can actually get a starter for the minimum, which would be Caleb Joseph. He's on Minnesota, and I believe last time I checked, he was starting. He has a tough matchup against Tampa Bay, but I mean, when you see a catcher who's starting in some minimum price, that's a bargain.
Okay, I can't find him. What's his name? Caleb.
Caleb Joseph.
Oh yeah, he's right here. Caleb Joseph. Right here. All right, first base. I have Freddie Freeman. Why do we like Freddie Freeman?
Okay, so I like Freddie Freeman because I actually like watching him play. He's like a really good baseball player, and you see his swing is so like fluid and unique. And he actually has a really good matchup against that pitcher. He's 5 for 15, which is a 333 average and 1 home run. And also the Braves have traded away like all their power bats, so they're going to have to rely heavily on him this year. And then they moved him to a power spot. So if anyone's going to drive in their runs, it's going to be Freddie Freeman.
Okay. So who would be who's the best option on the board at first base though?
Let's see, first base. There's some pretty good options. I like Freddie Freeman a lot. You can also, if you want to go up a little higher, you can go Adrian Gonzalez. Again, he has another good matchup. He's 8 for 25, which is 320 batting average and 1 home run against James Shields. Um, oh yeah, you can always go Miguel Cabrera. He's a beast. His spring training has just been okay, but against that pitcher, he's 16 for 31, 516 batting
God
average and
damn,
five
that's like
home
half,
runs.
isn't it?
What happened?
That's like half, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like half, and he has 5 home runs, which is like really good. So if you had to choose like one first baseman to start that you think's going to hit a home run, I think Miguel Cabrera is closest to hitting home run.
Okay. All right. Is bargain option at first base?
Bargain. Let's see.
You got anything?
I would say he's not. He's kind of not really a bargain, but
Well, cheaper option.
yeah, you can go with Brandon Belt, who again he's a starting first baseman. He faces Josh Colmenter, who gives up a lot of runs,
Oh, he's on the
and he's
Giants.
a left. Yeah, he's a lefty, so that helps too. Or you can go with Mike Morse, who's starting for Miami. He's their new first baseman. And
Mike.
he always has power too. But I would say probably Brandon Belt a little more.
His name is Mike. Mike Morris. Oh, Mike Morse. Oh, okay, I
Yeah,
see. So
and then Joe.
so you probably want to pay up for first base then, huh?
Yeah, first base. What you want out of your hitter is to hit a home run, and that's like value right there. So first baseman is like one of the positions where like you can always get like a power slugger that hits home runs.
Okay. All right.
Or you can also Ryan Howard too. He always has a big bat.
All right. Ryan Howard too. All right. So second base, I have Kendrick, right?
Yep.
So what's so good about Howie Kendrick?
Howie Kendrick, he's on the Dodgers now. He used to be on the Angels, but against that pitcher, he's 14 of 26, which is a 538 average and 1 home run. So you got to believe he's going to actually do pretty good, and especially with his new team, he's going to put in work.
Okay. And who's the top option at second base?
If you want to pay up, I'd say it's Robinson Cano. He has the highest salary for a reason. He's always like a guy that can turn on a pitch, and historically he has a good track record versus Weaver.
And then who would be a bargain option?
Let's see, bargain. Hmm. Hold up, hold up. you want to go desperate, you could probably go with Aaron Hill. He's a starting second baseman for the Diamondbacks, and last year he actually hit really good off lefties, but he's facing Bumgarner. But the thing about Bumgarner is he was actually just decent during the regular season, like he was up and down.
Uh huh.
It's not till the postseason where he turned lights out. So if Bumgarner has one of those up and down games, then I can see Aaron Hill maybe hitting home run.
All right.
He's only 2,500.
All right. So I got 5 more minutes left on this video, so we're gonna have to speed through our options here. So at third base, Chris Johnson. Real quick, why?
Chris Johnson, because again he's one of the rare power bats in the Braves, and he's 7 for 15, 4.67 average, and with one home run against that pitcher.
And he's also 2.6K.
Yeah, he's super cheap,
And
but he
best.
strikes out a lot. That's his weakness.
Oh shit. Well, who's the best? Who's the best at third base?
Third base, I'd probably say
Is it
I have to go with
Evan Longoria?
Robin.
Is it Evan Longoria?
Yeah, Evan Longoria. He has a super good. He's 13 for 33 with 5 home runs against the pitcher, and he's been super hot this spring training. Also, if you want to go a little cheaper, you can go with Pablo Sandoval, who's on his new team, so you got to believe he's going to show up. It's a hitter-friendly park, and he's 9 for 32 with 2 home runs against that pitcher.
3.1K right here. It's not bad. All right, shortstop. We got Jed Lowry. Jed Lowry. Why Jed Lowry?
Jed Lowry is simply just to save money. He's also a shortstop that can turn on a pitch and hit it out of the park. I believe the Astros are at home too, so that's another hitter-friendly park. And yeah, he's a good utility player.
Okay. All right, outfielders. We got 3. We have Craig, Torrey Hunter, and Braun. So I want you to give me quick reasons for each one, starting with Alan Craig.
Alan Craig is 4 for 13 with 308 batting average and 1 home run. And again, he's playing in Boston, so that should give him a boost. He's kind of sucked last year, but he's had the whole spring training to get used to him, so I think he's going to be good. Ryan Braun, again, really good matchup, 9 for 19 with a 474 batting average, 2 home runs, and he's actually been on fire this spring training, so you got to believe that follows him. And then who was the last one? Torrey Hunter?
Torrey Hunter.
Torrey Hunter, this one's kind of iffy to me just because he's like the Jason Terry of baseball. He's super old, but he has a good matchup. He's 8 for 23 against the pitcher with 348 average and 1 home run. And his spring training's been decent. I can see him turning on the pitch, and because he's back with his old team, so I can see that motivating him.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, okay, we got 3 minutes here, so we can kind of talk a little more. So, at outfield, is there anybody who's the best option? Is it Trout?
Mike Trout has a good matchup, but I think I'm going to fade him just because King Felix usually pitches pretty good on opening day. You can go with Giancarlo Stanton, who is always capable of hitting multiple home runs.
Uh-huh.
One person I really like is Andrew McCutchen. He has a really good matchup too, and he's 17 for 59, 288 batting average, and 4 home runs.
Mm-hmm.
He just cut his dreadlocks, so he's going to be a little faster.
Oh my God.
And then another one I like is Cargo. He's fresh off an injury, so he's had the whole spring training to get back
Cargo.
into shape. He's 5 for 15, 333, and 1 home run.
Oh, okay. What's his name? What about Batista?
Joey Bats, he's good. He's actually really good. He's another one of those players that can go into double-digit home runs, but he also strikes out a lot, and it's kind of tough going against Tanaka because Tanaka just owned people last season. But I mean, if Tanaka's still not 100%, then 100% back to form, then yeah, Batista can make some problems for him.
Can he hit the Batista bomb?
Yeah, he can if Tanaka's not back to how he was last year.
If he tries to hit him with the pitch.
Yeah, and then one gut play I don't like because he has a horrible matchup is Matt Kemp facing his former team. I feel like he's gonna go out there, all the crowd's gonna clap and boo. He's gonna flip everyone off and then hit home run.
All right, so Matt Kemp, your boy Matt Kemp here. All right, okay. Well, that pretty much concludes our MLB video here. I want to thank my friend Richard for coming on here and spitting his knowledge and getting a lineup for us. Yeah. So, any last words, Richard?
Just good luck out there. It's super easy if you guys don't know how to play. Just look at the rules and scoring. It's pretty easy. You want to get the best pitcher you can because that's the anchor of your team. And thank you for having me.
All right, later, man. Later, guys. Bye-bye.